For decades, buying a silencer has been difficult. But in 2005, Suppressor Central set out to simplify the suppressor buying process. So whether you're planning your next hunt or putting together a range day, you'll enjoy every shot you take with Suppressor Central, straight to your front door.
Daniel, hello.
Are we starting?
Yeah,
What's
that's
up?
it. Good afternoon.
I think the gum's gonna mess me up. It's already making noises.
Derek, it's fine. Just start it over.
I'll just put this away.
Derek, start it over.
Start over, Derek.
I don't know what that hand signal means, Derek.
Where do you see this guy at?
He's right there in the bottom right corner. See, right above.
Oh.
Yeah. See, there's. See, I don't remember what that hand
different.
signal was too. I don't know if we're ready again yet.
Okay.
Maybe we should open the door.
I'm ready.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Mr. Daniel.
Hello and good evening.
Hello, Mr. Is it Mr. Daniel?
To some.
Yeah.
To some, it's Mr.
Mr. Daniel Duncan.
Yeah.
You have a lot of friends in Florida.
I got friends in low places.
You have a lot of fun in Florida.
Florida's great.
For those of you that don't know, Danny Duncan here. Danny Duncan 6'9", right? That's
Just Danny Duncan.
It's proper.
We just call it.
I like the 6'9".
Danny Duncan was taken, so I needed a number that would stick.
Did you find who has Danny Duncan yet? Like
Yeah.
to see if like you could get it back or
Yeah, I'm trying actually. It's difficult. I'm gonna buy it. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say whatever.
you should
Yeah.
you can buy
You can buy it?
accounts.
I just don't want Instagram to delete it or something.
No, they don't. Like
Yeah,
you're
well,
allowed to.
I sent him half the money, so
Oh, it's prepped.
it's prepped. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it swapped. I'm gonna make it my pickleball account.
That's awesome. Professional, because you're going professional, aren't you?
No,
Well,
maybe shitty professional.
technically, you own a company that could sponsor you.
yeah, I'll be it.
And therefore, you potentially could be the highest paid pickleball player in the country.
Well, you work for the bank. Bank works for me. Ipso facto, I'm your boss.
For those of you out there that don't know, Danny has an amazing YouTube channel as well as all the other social accounts out there.
Amazing.
And it's amazing to me because I love that you fuck with so many people.
It's fun.
I mean,
The deserving ones.
how do you? Yes, of course, deserving. Like you are a professional Karen Wrangler, dude. I want to wear that shirt, Karen Wrangler.
Oh no.
It's you in a cowboy hat throwing a lasso around, chicks with bowl cuts.
Yeah, I don't know. We just go out and do stuff, and then I'm honestly a pretty nice person. Like I try to never do anything wrong. Like so then when people I feel like are just out of tone, kind of being too aggressive, then we just keep going with it and fuck with them. But we just wait for someone usually to.
You have an art to it where you're always being polite and you're always calm.
I try to.
You're very calm, even when everybody is freaking out, and you hit them really hard with comments while they're chewing you out.
Yeah.
That I think makes them even angrier.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I've obviously gotten in many situations where I'm not, but usually I can stay. Nothing really bothers. Like that stuff doesn't bother me, One time though, a fan came up to me while I was eating and just I don't know, it was like whatever. We left and then we were sitting at a stoplight and they chuck a drink at our car, like a full drink, and I was like, what the fuck? And so I didn't know it was them though. So we just started following them and then we realized it was them. But it's like I got nothing to do with my day, All I do is my whole day is to make money.
Yeah,
it's like
find
make
video
money.
content.
That's all I do. I don't
find a situation.
Yeah, I just try to get content and then work on whatever I'm doing to make me money. Like that's all I do is work. So I'm like, well, this is content. So we just follow them. It's like we're not gonna stop following them.
Yeah.
So then we ended up following them. Then it was I don't even want to really say too much stuff, but it got aggressive a bit. Like one of
Even after you realized that it was them, like
well they wouldn't pull over, so we just kept following them for like.
So you still don't know at this point?
No, it was them. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. It was like probably 35 minutes of following them, and then one of my friends came, and then he drove them off the road. It was
wow.
It started getting intense. So then at a gas station they came, and then the lady's screaming but they're calling us bullies. It's like, dude, you're the one who threw the drink at us.
Yeah, but do you think
it.
though they thought that was just part of you guys, like that you would think that's funny? Like how people get excited, and they play into the character a little too much.
Dude, I don't know, man.
Where it was like, oh, they would think this is hilarious, and they hurl the drink, and they realize, wait, that is kind of an asshole move.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't even a fan. It was they were mad because the kid was just like, "Are you Danny Duncan?" Like he was saying a bunch of dumb shit, and then he was just like, "Are you Danny Duncan?" He's like, "Bro, you know it's me." Like I know there are people that are for the like people who complain about everything. It's like I know people have like social anxiety, and I know people have troubles talking to people, but it's easy to differentiate like who is who. Like it's not. I know this motherfucker isn't that guy. So they were like just being dumb. And it's like. It's like if I know it's you, I know it's you. I'm not. Are you Jared Taylor? Like, dude, it's me, man. Like, what the fuck? So they were mad that I was like, when they asked me, "Are you Danny Duncan?" I was like, "No, I'm not." And then I just go back to my meal. So I think it's a dumb question. I don't care for too many dumb questions like that. So then the mom was mad or something, and chucked it at our car. So it wasn't like a funny thing.
Yeah, that is weird.
You can kind of figure out the vibe. It's like they were. Yeah, but the lady's screaming at me, and then the worker comes out, and she's like, "You can't be doing this in my." It was at Circle K, and she was like, "You can't be doing this in our parking lot." I was like, "No, my dad owns Circle K." But it's pretty funny. Like in the moment, that was a pretty funny video.
This is on video too.
I was heated though. Yeah, I was heated.
Well, I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah. I was heated that day. That one was.
You just weren't in the mood.
Well, no, because I don't like being called like I don't mind if I was a bully and you call me bully. Yeah, sure. I don't.
That is an
I'm not
odd
a bully.
response to the situation. It seems like.
Yeah, they put it on me. Like I'm the one who started. Like,
when
bitch,
I was,
don't throw shit in my car.
When I was 16, me and a bunch of buddies got into his car, and we had a bunch of hamburger meat.
Yeah.
And we were driving at night, and we were throwing like raw hamburger meat balls at oncoming cars from our car because it's so greasy when you hit the windshield wipers, like you can't get it off.
Yeah.
So like we no kidding would go out to try and get cars to chase us. And yeah, this guy chased us, but we knew the town so well. Like we took him all the way down almost to Bainbridge Island and flipped around, came back, and then went into the neighborhoods that we knew real well. So we knew where the like spots were where we can turn a bunch, and then you don't know where somebody went if you were had some distance between you. But yeah, it took us like 45 minutes to lose this guy.
That's
and
hilarious.
I guarantee you he was irate, like because like I think we hit him with fucking 3 simultaneous balls of meat that just splatter on the windshield. You could hear it too. Like,
I think that's a felony too. I think throwing shit at your car is a felony.
Out of your car.
I threw a baseball at my car, and they like pulled us over. Luckily, I didn't get charged, but I was in high school, and they were like some bullshit about a deadly missile. It's like a felony or something.
Well, yeah, baseball is a little that could.
But I think anything. I think if you do any, like I think I see these motherfuckers like shooting those. What's those little like Orby guns?
Oh yeah, the
like
Orby
out of your
guns.
car.
Yeah.
Like someone shot us at. While we're sitting down eating outside a Panda Express, and they like started shooting us with it outside their car. But I'm pretty sure that's like some sort of. It's also sketchy because
it is sketchy.
Like, I wouldn't be shooting.
Are we
at
in
people.
a drive-by right
Especially
now?
in Florida, when we all have guns, it's like, what the fuck? It's like
we had this spot when I grew up where like kind of the road went down this hill and it to a stop sign on like a pretty busy highway, but over here was this high ground with a little clearing in the woods. So like it was hard to get there though. Like you could not like because it was a cliff.
Yeah.
So like you had to walk from a whole other direction. And we had gotten one of those 3-person water balloon launchers. And dude, we hit the jackpot. Like we had this guy with a Mazda Miata, like convertible, top down.
he deserved to be hit.
Stopped at the stop sign and just sent it. And hit his stereo. Like,
oh no!
Boosh, and he looks back, and you could see the clearing with like our heads poking out. But he doesn't know. Like he's stuck now because there's people behind him. That highway is busy, so like it's gonna take him at least 5-10 minutes to turn around, come back, and then he's got to figure out how to get up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty funny.
Dude, that's
I was mischievous. Bam Margera was a hero.
Yeah, rightfully so. He's the GOAT. I mean, yeah, I was just out of my mind as a kid, dude.
Yeah, when did you start this? When did you? I mean, when did you pick up a camera and go, this is what we're gonna do?
So it sucks. I wish I had a camera as a kid, but I never had shit. So I was in sports my whole life growing up. Like, did like 4 sports in high school. Then got into triathlon after. I got into like track and cross country my like last few years, and then I switched into triathlon, and then I started training athletes. So then I always had that niche in skateboarding. I love skateboarding, so I was like the only one working with skateboarders at this time. This is like probably like 2013, 2014 maybe. So then I
Yeah,
went
because
out.
that was kind of a gap where like teens didn't give a shit about skateboarding.
No, the whole thing was like, oh, let's drink beer and smoke weed and cigs or whatever, and not stretch and not. But for me as an athlete, it's like skaters are like one of the ones like really fucking themselves up the most, like jumping downstairs, and then they, especially in like training, if you like sport specific training and like there's a lot of motions, balance. It's like they need to be like working out and keeping their body strong and whatnot. So yeah, I went to LA, started working with. I just had that niche with working with skaters. I just flew there. Some random skater picked me up at the airport. We slept in his car for like 10 days. He just drove me around from like place to place.
And you were filming?
No, I didn't have a camera. I didn't have shit.
So what were you working?
I had a massage table, so I was just stretching people and like and training.
You
them.
were like
this
getting
is before
them
YouTube.
athletic.
Yeah, I was just helping like a kid rolls his ankle. Like I was like helping him like rehab it.
Yeah.
So that's when I went to LA for the first time, and we just like I think we did like. I don't fucking know, 1,500 miles in that car, like just drive and just. I would basically stretch them for an Instagram shout out or like help them, for an Instagram shout out. So then, I ended up meeting, I guess, the right people. A guy who's an actor, and then he thought I was funny, so he told me to do, try acting. He said build a YouTube following, an Instagram following, and then it's easier to get it's easier to get a gig if you get an audition.
If you have an audience.
Yeah, exactly. So I just started doing that, and eventually I just kept doing YouTube, and I just kind of did shit I did as a kid, like what we're talking about. I just didn't really have a camera.
It's all
like,
the same shit.
I've always done like crazy stuff. I've been pretty athletic, but I always did everything. I never, it was funny because I always like regretted. I was like, damn, I wish I focused on one thing growing up. Like I always did I did baseball and wrestling and track, cross country, and then triathlon, and then I noticed too when I got to triathlon, or like when there's more of something, I'm better at it. So I actually almost went to the military too for a minute there. So like I enjoyed that a lot, the like the physical part of it, because I had to do like the pass tests or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was like swimming, running, pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups.
You did the pass test. You were going for the Air Force?
Yeah, I was trying to do pararescue was like the thing I had tested for.
Nice.
But then I eventually just didn't go. But the physical portion, like that shit is so easy. Like I could have done that all day. Like I forget what I did, but like I think I did like an 8:05 swim, and then like an 8:20 run, and then I think it was like 20.
A mile and a half. You did 8:20.
Yeah, because I was a pretty decent runner, and then I did like I think 20 pull-ups, and I think it was like 90 sit-ups, 90 push-ups.
Yeah, you would have entered that course ready. Like
Yeah, for that part,
Yeah.
but obviously there's way more to it than. That shit's not just
rucking
fucking,
becomes a different
exactly.
animal.
It's
like
more of
once
a
you-
mental thing than
Yeah.
that. That test is bogus compared to like the mental thing it's gonna put on you. So, I think if I would have done it then, I don't think I would have made it. I think I was too immature back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the physical part is amazing. I love like training like for that.
But also too, you do have an impressive ability to not be rattled by things that generally induce stress.
Yeah, but that was like that was a bit ago too.
Yeah.
Like I was still like.
Like I say,
I was
that
a
just
bit
from
younger.
Watching your content, like
I
you
think-
get in a lot of heated
No,
situations.
it was my mindset right now with my because I was a
Body
little
from
my body
being-
from like
being young
10 years
20s,
ago. Yeah, like I really do think I could maybe do it now, but I get injured a little easier now.
Because half the fucking comedy is your dialogue and your shots that you take. And where I think they miss a lot of them because they're too busy yelling and being upset.
Exactly.
They don't realize that you've just set them up for another one.
Yeah.
Just to give some of you guys an example out there, like you constantly get kicked out of places.
Yeah.
And when you're getting kicked out, you're like, oh, my dad owns this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I try to just confuse them, like, and if you're confident with it, sometimes it works.
Yeah.
like
it's like, if you act like you're supposed to be.
like, no. We actually.
Yeah,
have
Brenda
permission
told
to-
us we could do
Yeah,
this.
we have permission to film here, though. My dad actually owns this place. Sometimes I'll go to a place and I'll Google the property and who owns
And
that
look at
property
the owner.
and find the name and be like. Let's say Sam Kaufman.
Hey,
or
Mr.
whatever.
Kaufman said
No,
this is
no.
cool.
My dad owns this place. Well, who's your dad? Sam Kaufman. Oh. How would he know that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
and it doesn't always work, but sometimes it like
Tell me
startles
when
them.
it has worked.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like it's pretty funny. I don't know. It's worked multiple times, but I can't like come up with one on the top of my head. But the one of the I did it in Kansas City. I forget who owned it, but we were in this area. It's on camera. The guy's bitching at me, and I told him my dad owns this, and I Googled it and stuff and told him, but it didn't really work. This guy was way too serious, but it stalled it for a bit. Like he was kind of hesitant. Like they thought my dad might own the place.
He's like, oh shit.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
but
but like you even have a woman yelling at you going, this is county property. You're like, my dad owns the county.
Yeah. Brenda, man. Shout out
Brenda.
Brenda. She's the best.
Yeah, because you keep frequenting this like rural neighborhood that has like a collection pond.
Yeah.
And you consistently get kicked out of doing things in this pond, like and you keep escalating it. So you started with an inflatable raft, and now you came back with one of those hover.
No, dude, we okay. So yeah, it started with like a little dinghy. I love dinghies. I'm a big dinghy fan.
Yeah,
we had this guy named Papa Jim. He was in our videos. He was like 92, 93. He just passed away, but he was like a Navy guy. You know, went to the Navy, loves boats. So we were like, dude, we got to get Papa Jim because we were just trying to do as many things, like cool things as we could with him before he passed. You know, just like. Anything at all that would be fun. Took him in the helicopter, took him in the dinghy, like just whatever, right? So we were like, dude, we got to get him in that dinghy. So we bring him to Brendas Pond. We call it Brendas Pond. It's just like the community pond, but Brendas Pond. And they're freaking out. And they're like, I'm like, dude, we spent way too much time planning this fucking because you can't just like bring Papa Jim to the pond. You know, he's 93. Some days he can't feel it. So. Like we try to do this multiple times, and we're not gonna like make this old guy like do it if he doesn't feel good, you know. So we had to wait till the time was right. It's like the time was right, he's ready to go, and they're trying to shut down. Like no motherfucker, like we spent way too much time like trying to make this happen. He wants to go in the pond right now. We're going. So she's like bitching about that. So then that's how we started doing it, and then I brought like
so Brenda was the first one that started
Brenda
bitching.
was triggered
because then the next time you told the other lady, you're like Brenda said it was okay.
Yeah. So now I just say like Brenda says it's okay to other people that bitch. So yeah, then we took a jet ski with the jet pack. Then we took a Sherp. You know what a Sherp is?
The like big wheeled. You did not.
Yeah, so I have one of those. So it goes in the water. So I brought it in the water, and like I'm on top of it. I'm like, Brenda. We have my
dude,
friend.
I gotta watch this video. I have no idea you put a fucking Sherp in this pond.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. We got it's pretty funny.
Oh man!
So we had this is me yelling Brenda.
Did she flip?
No, she wasn't there.
Oh.
I saw her at Publix later, like days later, and she was like, "I was inside. I just didn't want to come out." Yeah, that's
who came out during that one?
Actually, we were giving old people like rides. I was giving them rides in it.
So that day they just didn't give a shit.
It was just the one lady like kind of was mad, but that day really wasn't that bad. It was more of like the jet ski, they were losing it.
Yeah,
the jet ski, they were like.
No, I think you and I need to go back with a really, really big sign that says Brendas Pond.
Yeah.
And then hours of operation, and then Danny's time is every Sunday at 4 p.m. or something. Like, let's just install this big ass sign until they start complaining about it.
Exactly.
Who put this fucking sign? But it's like a nice sign.
We actually put a small sticker underneath it. It says, I forget what it says. It was like, but it has like no trespassing, and then it says except for Danny Duncan.
Except for Danny
Daddy
Duncan.
owns the lake or something.
Yeah, because Brenda has approved Danny Duncan to utilize the lake.
If they ever point at it, like
Brenda said.
No, it says it's right here, guys. It says no trespassing. I'm like, yeah, but look underneath it.
Yeah,
like, I have it. Like,
I think we need to install the sign.
Yeah, I was telling Jared here. I said I want to learn how to backflip a jet ski in the lake. That would be classic.
Yes, I think that's where you need to learn how to backflip.
Yeah, exactly. And then, have you seen those little mini boats? Those little like I don't know what they're called.
They're like short, but they're kind of powerful.
So I wanted to get like 4 of them. We do a race there. Oh, God. I wanted to get like a podium built. I wanted to have like wine and have like a winner. I want to have like the ribbon you drive through to the winner. Like I don't know, but yeah, it's fun.
You know what you need to do, like because they've already given you kind of the answer here. Go to the county, but don't tell them you went to the county. Get a permit from the county to do this.
Film there?
Yeah, after you like give them a donation or something.
Yeah, right.
So then when they do freak out about your race, you're like, I already got. I asked the county, and then when the cops come, the cops would have a copy of the permit.
Oh,
like, he's got a fucking permit for this.
Yeah,
and then, you know how mad they would be.
But then it kind of ends. It's great when it's true. That would be funny though for one bit, but it's nice when you keep it going. You know,
doing the race would be hilarious.
The race would be great.
And you know what we have to do though is we have to stage a distraction somewhere else at the time that you're getting
so the cops can't come.
Yeah.
I like when the cops come.
Yes, but we need to give you time to get all 4 boats in and actually start the race. Yeah. I mean, what if we set up a PA too and started playing like Ozzy Osbourne?
Brenda. Yeah, it's fun though.
So what was like the first video that fucking took off for you?
It was really just a slow and steady.
Really?
I think I started in 2014, and I never really
What platform were you using?
YouTube.
Okay.
I started on YouTube. I just took every app as its own. You know, YouTube, I created stuff for YouTube. Instagram, I created stuff for Instagram. I think you treat everyone as a different
different
platform
organism.
because they are, you know.
Yeah.
Except now, now Instagram is trying to compete. Everyone's trying to compete with TikTok because TikTok has the most like watch time.
Yeah.
So that's why you have YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. Is Facebook has it too. They all
Yeah.
are just doing it. So now it's a little different, but yeah, I started on YouTube and just slow and steady. I've posted every week for like fucking 8-9 years now.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean right now it's like been 10 days, but pretty much every week. Just
Yeah, but you've got
consistence.
what, 2 in the queue that I've seen being edited.
No, that's the one. We're a little late this week.
Oh.
yeah, that's for this week. But yeah, I think consistency was just the biggest thing for me. Just quality, consistency, trying to be original when you can, you know.
Has YouTube ever throttled you at all?
What
Or
does
do
that
you
mean?
have a pretty good relationship? Well, like
Oh,
on our
yeah.
end, like certain things get kind of pushed to the bottom.
it sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks with that. I wish I could just do whatever I wanted, but I
I
can't.
know. It's like you can't.
I mean, you're probably the same way. I would say and I don't want to say all, like a lot of them are very cringe and corny and just super lame in the YouTube world. But there's also a bunch of cool ones too. But I feel like everyone on YouTube, it's like what they post is this exaggerated version of themselves that they're not that.
Yeah, and the
But I feel like
thumbnail
I
is
would-
always extremely
Exactly.
exaggerated.
I would say for me and you, and like especially your guys' company, like everything we do has to be toned down
Yeah.
because YouTube's gonna delete it.
Yeah.
So it's like me, I'm way crazier off camera, but also the videos does help me like go out of my comfort zone to do new shit, you know, which I do like. That's the one.
I know
thing
we've had a lot of
pushes
good
me.
ideas thrown around today.
Yeah. So, but I wish we were able to just fucking do whatever we wanted, you know.
Yeah.
If they also have this new thing in YouTube where if you cuss too many times in a short period of time, it could just trigger it and age restrict it like that.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not so much like if I said like fuck, not a big deal. But if I was like, blah, 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 you know, back to back
Yeah.
to back to back.
It
That kid
auto-
Jake I showed you,
Yeah.
who's a Travis fan, he like cussed a bunch of times in a row and it like age restricted my video because of him cussing.
Oh wow.
I was like, what the hell? They have a lot of rules. They're very hypocritical, I'd say. But I don't want to obviously shit on them too much. They've given me a great life.
Yeah, we all. It's the necessary evil.
Yeah.
But also too, it's funny though to hear you say some of this because, you know, even from your realm, your comedy and your kind of reality comedy, and you dealt with the same thing we have because we were, you know, when we started, we're gun and. You know, everybody's shifty about the gun stuff.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so it was like it
They
was.
told
always-
me to stop doing guns, and I was like, I like shooting guns. I don't
Really,
know.
YouTube did.
Not YouTube,
Oh.
just people in my circle, you know, like
Oh.
around me. They're like, yeah. I even heard that with Mr. Beast. Like he stopped completely with guns.
Yeah,
That was a big thing.
But at Mr. Beast's level, like
But this
you're
is before when,
dealing-
when they
really?
came in. They were like, no more guns.
Oh wow,
instantly.
interesting.
Black Rifle Coffee Company set out on a mission to make the best cup of coffee that's ever hit your mug. The dream was to sell enough premium coffee to be able to build a support network of veterans, first responders, and law enforcement. Thanks to your support, all that dream has become a reality. Black Rifle Coffee is roasted by a veteran-led team of brilliant coffee graders here in the United States who work tirelessly to roast and bag the highest quality coffee right here in America. The coffee is truly one of a kind, but it's your support that gets the gear, funding, and supplies into the hands of those on our front lines. This year alone, your support has helped BRCC expand our team of active duty service members, veterans, and veteran family members. Black Rifle was also able to donate over 120,000 bags of coffee to veterans and first responders in 2022, all thanks to you. You can purchase at blackriflecoffee.com. You can also find Black Rifle Coffee in grocery and convenience stores near you. Black Rifle Coffee, America's coffee.
For decades, buying a silencer has been difficult. But in 2005, Suppressor Central set out to simplify the suppressor buying process. So what happens when you buy from Suppressor Central? Well, they help you find the right silencer for you, they handle the paperwork so you don't have to, and they give you a free NFA gun trust so you can share your suppressor. Suppressor Central allows you to pay while you wait. They make sure your purchase is carefully prepped, packaged, and protected until the moment you're approved. Once approved, they deliver it straight to your door. So whether you're planning your next hunt or putting together a range day, you'll enjoy every shot you take with Suppressor Central, straight to your front door.
Yeah, instantly. That's at least what I heard. I don't quote me. I'm pretty sure it's accurate though. But yeah, it's just like I know now when I like shoot guns in a video, it's like it might get age restricted. So like it's just annoying because it's like I don't give a fuck about the money, but like if I work hard on a video, it's like I want it to at least get out to the people to see.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I know,
but it's also like some of these things that you've come up with and planned and things that we were talking about today is like very intricate.
Yeah.
And it's like we can't wait for you to see how fucking wild like we came up with something.
Yeah.
But then it's like you get it on the platform and it pisses the wrong person off. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. Like one thing I deal with a lot, like especially comedy, like I don't know, man. I don't know who. Not to just keep complaining about shit, but I don't know. I don't know who's to say what art is, right?
Yeah,
well, YouTube gets to say what art is, right? So one thing that really triggers me is like, let's say I run around naked, right, in my fucking yard, acting like whatever I do, you know. But it's all blurred, right? They could age restrict that like instantly, which means I'll lose like at least 1 million views instantly if that happens.
Yeah.
But a rap video that again, we were talking about the cussing. If they just say all these like bad words back to back to back in a rap song, it doesn't matter because it's
that
rap.
doesn't get
music,
restricted.
Dude, if you watch certain rap videos and the music videos, I mean, they'll have like girls' ass cheeks, nothing censored, nothing covered, like just bare ass cheeks twerking, and it's considered art.
That's crazy.
On YouTube, so they will not. It's because
what is art?
It's because they'll consider it art. It's just because the music labels are so powerful and big, and YouTube needs them, you know. But it's just annoying. It's like, dude, that's not the real reason why, you know.
No, the annoying part is that there's not a published standard that is across the board for everybody.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. I don't like when
make a rule, and as long as the rule is applied to everybody, then guess what? I don't care. Like I'll follow your rule.
Right?
Yeah,
it's like whatever. But yeah.
When's one of the times you thought you were in the most trouble?
Dude, I don't know.
Really? Well, you generally have a great relationship with the police in your hometown. Like, when have you gotten rolled up with somebody that didn't know you?
Well, I just try not to like. Honestly, I try not to really like
escalate it.
Like if here's like, I just try to teeter that like edge of like whether it's too far or not too far. I try not to really do anything like.
You don't push it.
Yeah, I try not to like go too far. Like I don't know, when we blowing shit up, it's on my property. Like I used to speed a lot, you know. I would go like 165 down the road a lot. Like that's as fast as it would go. But I sold that car and like.
What car was it?
An i8.
Oh, nice.
I sold that a few years ago, but I have the Tesla that just the slowest Tesla that goes. I've been dealing with a license issue for a while, but like that's it. I mean, that's an instant arrest if you're going like 150, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like instant. So like that's probably the closest. I don't really feel like we don't really do anything like.
Nice.
I don't know. Yeah. Or well, one time actually, I went to El Paso, and we had a meet, like met up with a bunch of fans. We went into Zoomies. I was buying my merch to give away to the fans. And
Which mall?
Actually, I don't know what the mall was called, but I guess there was a real shooting there like 3 or 4 years before.
Yeah.
And when I was in there, we're in the Zoomies, and everyone's telling me like, yo, there's a shooter in the mall. So we're like getting out of there, like, oh shit. And I'm like helping this old lady, for when I get to the point. We're helping like this old lady go. We're like, let her go. We get out the back. There's like 50 cops everywhere, like SWAT team, helicopters. It ends up being this this thing where it goes, Danny Duncan yelled shooter prank and does a prank in the mall where he yelled shooter. Like, what kind of fucking prank is that? So then I start getting blamed for this thing. I'm like trending on Twitter. That was probably the most like I might get arrested.
It had nothing to do with you.
No, I have it all on camera.
Somebody told you that there was a shooter.
I thought there was a shooter. So we're like leaving. We're like, oh fuck, this is crazy. I've never been in a situation with an active shooter. So like we leave the mall, whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It was pretty wild. So we leave, whatever, and then all this press comes out. I'm trending on Twitter for like Danny Duncan incites riot at mall for yelling shooter. They're saying I yelled shooter. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I felt like a movie, dude. I was like, what is happening? And
Did
then
you get contacted by anybody?
Yeah, but you can't reply to these people. Like, you can't reply to like ABC7 because then they're just gonna misquote you.
No, I mean
everything.
like did the police or anybody?
Yeah, dude, it was mayhem. I was like, what is happening? But I can't talk to anybody because it's like, if you say one thing, they just turn it. So I don't talk to anybody in this situation. I just talk to my manager. I'm like, yo, dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was like, so. All these people on Twitter, you're a piece of shit, you fucking bitch. Like, don't ever come back to El Paso. I think it was El Paso. Yeah. Don't ever come back to El Paso. I was like, what is happening, dude? It was crazy. And then, so yeah, I guess there had been this shooting prior.
How did they straighten this out? Like, how did the El Paso PD, like, yeah, but
I tweeted.
Didn't the cops at some point go, Danny, did you do this? And you're like, no, I don't know. Here's the video.
No, I just dipped. because I thought there was a shooter. I was like,
okay.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not sitting around here. So yeah, I left, and then then I started seeing the tweets. I was like, what the hell? They're blaming me for this? I was like, are you kidding me? So then, what am I trying to say here? Oh, I posted my video too, and I tweeted saying that I would never do something like this. Obviously, like I wouldn't yell shooter in a prank.
This is not one of our jokes.
I'm dumb, but I'm not like that dumb. I'm not like just I'm not, that's your fried at that point. Like
That's a felony.
it's just not funny either. It's not
funny,
There's
and
no
it's-
comedic value to that.
yeah.
Like, I don't want people running thinking they're getting shot. Like that's fucked up. So yeah, I tweeted basically saying I would never do something like that, and then that was it. I didn't say sorry because I didn't.
Yeah,
I feel like when you say sorry, it's like you admitting to it. It's
you're
like no, I don't do that.
didn't do it.
Yeah, so I didn't.
And you had the entire day on film.
Yeah, so
to prove
so
it.
yeah, now let me
Yeah.
get to the point. So I say that, and then they start doing this whole bullshit. Danny Duncan won't apologize for doing this. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Why would I apologize? You're wrongfully. You need to apologize to me, motherfucker. Stop saying I did something I didn't do. So then I post my video, which shows I didn't obviously yell that. Where I shows me in the store in the back room, like clearly I'm not yelling anything. And then they say, Danny Duncan posts highly edited video trying to disprove claims. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not even highly edited. So that's like probably the biggest though. Like when you're asking, like that was just the worst. Like that was bullshit.
Yeah, that just seems
Pissed me off.
It's like a landslide of bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
that guy still comes at me talking shit.
Who the
Just some guy. It's like, but like on camera, off camera, I'm not like I don't give a fuck if his camera's on me 24/7. I don't do anything wrong. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if my phone's bugged, it doesn't matter. I don't do anything wrong. Like I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Like I'm not a shitty person. So it's like you can whatever. It's like I have no worries of anything because like I know what you know what I mean.
I know it's like, but it just shows how fickle like something like that is. Whereas it gets out on Twitter, news stations pick up a headline before confirming anything, and before you know it, like you're wrapped up in some shit you didn't even do.
Yeah, and then they just keep running stories because it like your name's in it.
Yeah.
But I feel like people say, well, they do it for clickbait. I feel like you could still use my name and not say I did something I didn't do, you know?
Well, didn't the video show you kind
Dude,
of like
that's what I
kind of
thought.
like go wait, what do we do? We need to leave. Oh, and you're helping an old
I
lady.
literally
out?
help an old lady. I'm like, no, let her go, because it started swarming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I definitely did the right thing in the situation, not knowing like I'm on. Like I know we're filming at times, but it wasn't like I don't film 24/7, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel I did the right thing in the moment, you know. So I'm glad I try to do that always.
That's wild.
But yeah, that bothered me, man. That was annoying.
Well, yeah, because it's like
Bro, shut the
I didn't
fuck
do
up.
it.
Yeah,
Like
shut
I
the
didn't
fuck
do
up.
it. You want me to apologize for something I didn't do?
Yeah,
you're
that's-
not listening.
Yeah.
like
They never apologized to me either. Like, dude, that shit gets brought up all the time. Like, shut up about the mall.
that's wild.
Yeah, I actually went to do a meet and greet at a mall, and the mall brought up that situation, and they declined me to do a meet and greet there, which is fine. I just go to another mall because I think not everyone knows. Like, everyone
But you're
guess.
like that didn't actually happen that way.
exactly. But it's just like annoying that it's like even brought up. I'm like, bro, it's a fake shit.
That's wild. Well, what's one of your favorite ones? Like, because you guys have done some
For videos?
crazy funny shit.
Man, I
Like,
don't know.
I mean,
Papa Jim was legendary to film with. I'm glad I got to do that. That was a lot of really good times.
Yeah, how many years did you have him tag along?
I think it was like 2 or 3 we were filming.
Wow,
with him.
you
Yeah,
must have had a
maybe
blast.
maybe 3 years. Yeah, it was awesome. It sucks because he's gonna obviously pass away at some point because he's old. But then when it happened, you're like, fuck, you never get to do shit again. Like can't see him, can't talk to him or anything. So it was kind of a bummer.
But you have
obviously.
a shit ton of fucking hours of video of you
Yeah,
taking
I
him
know.
to do fun
yeah,
shit.
I'm glad. I'm just happy
Like-
that happened. You know. Like,
yeah, and
we
he
got
was
to do that.
he was an old Navy veteran, like World War
Yeah,
II, right?
He was great, man.
Like
classic. He was classic.
That's awesome.
That would have been a cool. You guys should have done a collab with him. That'd been sick.
Oh, I had no idea.
It would have been sick. It would have been funny. Because he's ex-military.
No, I have to say, like the one video that I think has more views than anything that I even could imagine
Which one?
is the soda video.
Oh yeah, put that on the screen. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know why I even did that. I was kind of fucking around. I wasn't even filming. My friend filmed that on an iPhone. But yeah, I mean that probably got 1 billion views overall.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's like every 8th video.
People think it's
video
fake.
on
People
Chive.
say it's fake,
And
too.
I wanted to
I'm like-
ask you about it though, because like I've watched it 100 times,
Yeah.
trying to find an edit point because I was trying to conceptualize
no.
how you would have faked this if you did.
No.
Like
That's Florida, man.
and you didn't.
No.
Like
Yeah,
So-
well, I played played baseball growing up, shortstop. Then I moved to center field.
Yeah.
I was pretty fast, so I have a pretty good read of like you know, like
Speed
really
and,
high
yeah,
balls, like timing the
angles.
ball, putting in the right spot. So you know, for like
So for
I
everybody
think that
at
helped a
home,
lot.
What he did is you put Mentos in a
No Mentos.
Oh,
It's just
in
a Coke, or I think it might be Diet Coke.
yeah.
And I just would shake it a little bit. And
Oh,
then
that's
I'm
it.
riding
You just shake it.
You don't even have to shake it, but I was riding the pit bike and I just like threw it down. Oh yeah, I think I had to gas it. I had to put it on my lap. I'm
you hit
gassing
the
it,
gas.
let off the gas, threw
Smash
it down.
on the
If you hit it at
ground.
a right angle, like if this is the cap,
Yeah.
when it hits, it will like shoot up.
Yeah.
So and then I shot up. So then I like
It shoots
you know,
up to
I
like
go again,
120
and
feet.
then I caught it with my left hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was so happy. I caught it like I did that like a bunch of times, like 5 times, 6 times. But they were always like me slowing down, catching. I wanted it to be like
Just a
catching it
constant,
while
yeah,
going.
because
yeah.
it is the perfect, like
Randy
you
Moss,
hit
you know,
the
when he, like-
gas, you never come off the gas, and you look up like a half second before you. It's like you look up and you're like, "Goosh,"
Yeah.
and then you look straight and you take off.
It was
Like
perfect.
it's the one of the funniest videos. Like that you're just like, how on earth did this person do this?
And they gave me number 2 on top 10. Like what the fuck? And the
What top 10 was it on
Sports
ridiculous?
Center.
Was
No,
it on
Sport-
ridiculousness?
No, Sports Center's top 10, but they gave me number 2 and number 1 I could have done all day. It was easy. It's like, come on. Bummed about that.
Well, you got number 2 on
Yeah,
Sports Center.
We got it.
So there's that. Like
Yeah, it's crazy.
for not becoming a professional athlete after your high school years, I think you've
We never made it. We never
well, you got number 2.
Maybe pickleball though. We're coming.
That's it.
Shitty pickleball pro.
You're gonna be you. That's what you need to do. You need to do like a scripted movie about you being the best pickleball
Dude, that's what I
player.
said. No, I said this already, I swear. I said we should rip off Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And it's me as a pickleball going pro in pickleball. It'd be so funny.
It's like
Yeah.
all our old '90s sports movies wrapped into one, but
Yeah.
you're a pickleball guy.
Yeah, I'm like, because it's funny because in real life I like break my paddle sometime because I'm a bitch. But in Happy Gilmore, he's like throwing his club.
I mean,
and shit.
you got to be like a bougie pickleball player though, where you're like, you've got like furs and stuff, and you have
that's how
people
that's how
that
they all
take
are.
off your jackets and
Yeah.
everything. Like,
I feel like most people in pickleball are like wealthy, so it's got to be like the opposite.
oh, so it's like lacrosse.
They all have money. I feel like in pickleball, it's just like rich people. It's crazy. They're just like they need that competitive edge, you know.
So you've got 1 foot in Florida, 1 foot in LA. Do you guys ever get hemmed up in LA for shooting? Because it's hard to shoot in
Wasn't
LA.
hemmed up.
Like the second you take out a camera, even if it's a phone,
Oh, no.
everybody's starts having a cow in LA.
No, it's pretty easy. I don't really film much in LA anymore. It's
Really?
more for like my managers there. I obviously just fell in love with the weather when I went there in like 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like home a little bit, you know, in a weird way. I definitely miss it at times. The weather, the people, you know.
And then you go back home and
Not
get
so much.
re-Floridaed.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I like to do, to be honest. I like to like stay away from Florida so long that, in a way, it feels like LA's like prison. And
Yeah.
then when I get to Florida and step foot, I'm like, oh, let's go. And then I get to do whatever I want.
Well, where were you doing those mask pranks?
That was LA and Florida.
Oh,
To be honest, it was nice to.
Oh, so you were flipping it.
I did
like in
both.
Florida. You dressed up as the masked police.
I did it in LA too.
Oh, really?
So, but in LA, it wasn't as good because everyone was just like, okay.
Oh, okay,
And put their
fuck,
mask
the
on.
mask police are here.
But in Florida, it's like, it was right after DeSantis had just said, like,
You don't
have to wear them.
mask.
Dude, I was like, oh man, we got to do this.
No, so you guys wrapped a car. You got shirts that
Yeah.
all say mask police.
Mask
And you got mask enforcement.
Yeah.
You got segways.
I got bus
And you-
segways. Those are
and
hard
you
to
were
find.
attacking people in like Publix parking lot.
We weren't attacking.
Well, correcting them.
Yeah, we were just letting them
To
know.
put on
like,
their masks. Oh, they get so mad.
put your motherfucking mask on. Yeah, I had my hair slicked back too in case someone knew
And
it
you,
was
and
me.
you
I
had
had glasses.
you had the glasses.
I had a
He
hat
was like,
on.
"Who are you?" You're like, "We're the mask police." What's your badge number? 6969420.
Yeah, that was a good one. I need to do more of those. That's a.
I mean, like,
It's too funny.
oh, so what prompted that was when DeSantis.
No, that's
lifted
not what prompted it.
oh.
I was just like, it's just the old like telling people what to do
and watching their reaction.
It's just a classic. It's just like anytime if you're a security guard or anything, dressing up as a security guard or whatever, if you're just telling people what to do is always funny. Like usually, I did a security guard prank like one of my first like years on YouTube, and it's just like
Where were you at? What were you doing?
I was at like this stupid like YouTube thing called VidCon.
Oh, VidCon.
Yeah, place sucks, dude. I hate them, dude. But yeah, they banned me for life for this one video. It's like, bro, relax. I basically got one of their security guards, like, the girl gave me it. It wasn't like I stole it. She gave me the jacket, and then I walked around there. I was just messing with all the famous people. I only had 20K at this time. And I was just like, hey, guys, they were doing meet and greets. I was like, you're going to have to move that over here. Like, you can't have that, blah, blah, blah. And, like, just messing with people. It's harmless.
All the most popular YouTubers
People
that
would-
get highly offended, by the way.
Yeah,
YouTubers are the worst, man.
Dude, VidCon got worse than them. VidCon, like, lost their mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, it's not that
I mean,
deep.
you got a ban for life. Is that in an email or a letter or anything?
Dude, they just, like, I came back the next year, and they just, like, escorted me out with, like, their people. I was like, all right, I see it. Whatever. But it's not, you're not missing out. That thing sucks. So.
No, I've never been to a VidCon.
Yeah, you don't want to go.
I have not had have you been to SHOT Show?
What is it?
SHOT Show.
SHOT Show?
Yeah.
No, never.
That's the gun. That's a big gun
I always
trade
walk
show
into
out in Vegas.
my local gun place, and I'm like, do you guys got any cool looking guns? They always laugh. I say it like every time. And the ones who don't know me are just like, what the fuck?
They're like,
But I know the owner.
who
He's-
is
he's
this?
super nice.
What do you got? What's your favorite gun you
It's a
got?
bunch of cool looking ones.
Yeah, a bunch of
Yeah.
cool looking ones.
I just shoot like a Glock. I have an AK-47. I shoot that a lot.
Nice.
Just basic shit.
AKs are fun if you have nice ones.
What I have, a Sig Rattler. I think does that shoot 300 blackout?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that
Rattler
one was
comes in
kind
300.
of. I was like, man, this shit's kind of expensive, dude. I was like, why is this shit so expensive? So then I got a bunch of these other ones that just shoot 9mm that are similar, but I don't know the names. Maybe like MPX is what it's called. Is that a gun?
Sig MPX.
Yeah, I think that shoots like 9mm, so it's like way cheaper. So I just got a bunch of those, like things like that, and like I don't know, just random stuff.
And now you're here with us.
I know. I messaged Evan randomly. I didn't even think he'd reply. I was like,
What? Yeah. When did
oh,
you? When did you do that?
I just see like I don't even know when I did like, but I just see Black Rifle all the time. I was like, man, these guys are fucking killing it. I was like, I want to do what they're doing, you know? Because I like doing crazy shit. But I also like business a lot, and I like the way you guys have. It's hard because everything's so saturated. There's so many like businesses that have been around already, like, and like you guys obviously haven't been around like that long. You know, 8 years, like compared to like, I mean, how long has Red Bull been around?
Ooh,
20 something, 30
plus. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
30.
like, I mean, there's already the Red Bulls and Monsters, and obviously this is coffee, but it's like, in a way, it's like a, you know, doing crazy
We're
shit
in
like
the early
Red Bull,
years.
you know?
We're in the early years of Red Bull.
Yeah,
like, I recognize that. I appreciate it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's
Like,
amazing.
because we get to dream shit up.
Yeah.
and then go do it. Like, and yeah, you've been here for 2 days and already, and all your questions are spot on. Like, your questions are you are into business. You
Yeah,
are
I love business.
looking for what, like, and guess what?
I feel like these guys are fucking Steve Jobs, and I'm like, you know, I'm at Apple's
not quite
headquarters.
there yet,
Trying
like-
but the early days, you know, Apple's not big yet.
yeah, we're in the garage.
Yeah. I mean, it's publicly traded, but
Bill
you know
Gates,
what I mean.
Bill Gates is driving by in a Cadillac, just flipping us off. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, just I don't know. I'm still young, so I like business a lot. I know I'm not going to be able to do what I do forever, but I have a lot of good ideas, I feel like, and I don't know, man. I don't want to be like all my heroes that I've looked up to that are kind of like broke and falling off.
Yeah, I know that does suck.
I don't want to ever get like that. I want to.
You want to keep climbing.
Always be wealthy, and like I have enough money now, but I want to like do a lot more. I like giving back too, you know.
Yeah.
So, and just to use that money for the ideas I have is great.
And I think, like, you know, you're actively searching for different avenues, products wise,
Yeah.
you know, establishment wise. You know, you talked to me about a number of your things, but you know, one thing I personally think that is the future for me, and this obviously follows for you too, especially when people have been in the content space for a while and accumulated an audience. Like, one way to even give back to them is I'm kind of pushing towards a more experience kind of end state where I want to create some sort of resort or place that you can visit.
Yeah.
That I live at, you know, in one way or another, or I'm there on a schedule, like, to where in the future when I make content or make, you know, am telling my audience about something, I'm inviting them to something that they can take part in.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think is important. Like, and when you look at it from both your standpoint and my standpoint, we both were looking at the same people as we grew up as our goats, our icons. That did something that we thought was amazing, that led us to do what we do. And we give them credit still to this day as being the people that put us on the path. Now, for me, I would feel that it would be fucking really cool if guys like Bam Margera had a restaurant or a resort or something like that, that I could go visit and finally come back around and take part, like be a part of what they did that got me to where I am. You know, whereas I feel like that would be cool to our audiences as well.
That's why too you gotta obviously surround yourself with the right people. Not to go off topic, but that's why we don't have some of those things that me and you should be going to see right now. They don't exist because it's like they don't have the right management.
Wrong people.
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, I have in my hometown I have like an ice cream shop as a joke. I bought my mom a house when I first started making money, and
was she very appreciative?
Yeah,
of that?
she's the best. But I couldn't get internet there, so whenever we'd go to Florida and film, we couldn't post video, so we'd have to like go to someone's house to do it. So I bought this little office space. And it had like a 600 square foot building, but I had internet. But it had this little like 240 foot ice cream truck. It's like a building with the ice cream truck front on it.
Yeah.
So it looks like an ice cream truck. But kids kept coming to there like, I guess I started using it because it was like a commercial address. Anytime someone would talk shit in the comments, I'd be like, pull up then, bitch, and put that address, you know? So people started coming to that address, and like fans, they would see it and come and like want a picture, and they'd be like, you sell merch here? You sell merch here? You sell merch here? I was like, no. You sell merch here? So then I was like, fuck, we should just open this up. So I do like probably like easy 500,000 a year just on that little ice cream truck.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
as
like
hell.
a joke, but it's called
merch.
Danny's Cream Pies. Yeah, we sell shirts and hoodies, and then waters and ice cream are $1 each. Like I just keep it cheap because
awesome.
The shirts and hoodies are like normal price. But yeah, I started doing that. That's like a physical location, and then I have another. I've been working on this for a year and a half. We're opening a mini golf course in my hometown.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's just a super easy business model. It's like
I want to know more about this.
Yeah, enjoy, have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever mini golfed and needed help when you're on the course?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So any like high school kid, college kid could run that for me.
And it's a date spot.
Yeah, I love it. And for my hometown, I'm never gonna leave my hometown. I love it there. My mom was born there. My grandpa, like everyone's from there. My whole family's there.
You're making me want to move there.
Yeah, it's great, man. Come by. But there's nothing. There's no arcade, no movie theater, no mall,
There's no
movie bowling
theater.
alley. There's nothing.
Now you're talking my language.
Yeah. So there's not
Because
anything. But it's a small town. So
if we do a single screen like old school 1950s style movie theater, but that's where you could debut your videos once a week there. Like
I don't think it'd work. My fans aren't there.
But it
little
becomes
bit older.
a destination.
Yeah, true.
Like if people knew.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're doing that mini golf course. That should be done 2023.
That's cool.
But I mean, that's easy, $50,000 a month I'll make off that. Like, no problem. It's just like, but again, like you're talking about like physical locations. It's like, I personally like physical locations a lot.
Well,
like
it just becomes that experience.
Exactly. I like experiences a lot.
Like, and really like for me, how I'm thinking about it is, social media has become so saturated with, everyone's an influencer now. Everybody is pushing something. Mm-hmm. Like you almost can't get a break anymore. Like you can't even scroll from your friends without use my code. Buy
Mary Kay.
Yeah, buy this.
Herbalife.
Buy this. Yeah, Herbalife. Look at these stomach bands or fucking whatever it is. Like, but it's just like so many the product saturation of social media has become so robust that I personally feel more inclined to invite somebody to take part in something rather than saying, hey, buy this.
That's also why Black Rifle as well as kills it so much. It's because there's like a whole like lifestyle mission behind it that everyone's like on board and backs. You know what I mean? Same with my shit. It's like my fans in a different way. It's like they just love like
they know that you're gonna go do something cool
and I'm authentic and they believe in me. They know I don't lie and I don't sell out and I don't promote them bullshit. Like they know all that's like all legitimate. So it's like same with you guys. It's like that we have like such an advantage compared to everyone else who's just like trying to make some money quick. Yeah. You know? So it's like yeah, that helps a lot.
But I mean I'm trying to use my creativity to come up with like what does the coolest resort look like?
I know that sounds like well, I guess you just hire someone to run it,
I've thought about like I've kicked around ideas of like putting a hotel restaurant bar at like airfield.
Yeah, that'd be
but
sick.
make it all like a fighter squadron. So it's like you have the fighter pilot experience. Like I do want to eventually have a movie theater, like because that's what we do, dude. I love making movies, whether they're tiny, short, shitty ones or long.
I want to go to one of those
shitty ones.
Those movie theaters where you get to eat food and shit in them.
Yeah,
I've never done that. I want to do that so bad.
Oh, that's in Texas. You got to come to San Antonio.
They have some in Florida. I just haven't went.
Yeah.
But yeah, movies are the best. I like going to the movie, and then when you come out, you're like, man, it's like back to real life. You're like, what the fuck?
Well, are you ready to like make a movie?
Shit, it's just like the whole. I wanted to make a CKY so bad, man. Like I wanted to. It just like takes time, but I wanted to. I have like a lot of good ideas for it, but it's like,
hey, I've been working on this, by the way.
yeah, it's just hard to like post every week for me. I got to post every single week, but then I got to do all this other shit on the time. But it's like,
So I put this out to a big group of my friends, like especially in the skate side of things with me. I said, how funny would it be if we went somewhere for a weekend and we had to make a CKY in one weekend? We could do it.
You think?
We could do it.
It could be better.
Have
if
you
spend
watched
a year on it.
CKY or CKY?
Yeah, but it's a different time. It's got to be better now than it was.
Well,
then.
we will make it better, but we can accomplish it in a weekend.
Yeah, it'd be sick. I have some crazy ideas for mine. I'll tell you later, but
Yeah.
but
No,
I don't
that
know if I'll
sounds
ever
really
do it. I
fun.
might just use it for YouTube, but
Or we
don't know.
we do the challenge.
Yeah.
Like, can we do it in 1 week? Like, I think we could, because it's stunt,
skating, too.
sports,
Yeah.
skating, like maybe some driving. Like I figure
Definitely.
throw in razor stuff and
Yeah.
like rally car stuff.
Just anything fun to watch, crazy
Yeah.
shit, funny shit, whatever.
And that's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
because I went back last year and watched CKY1, and that's what gave me the idea. I'm like,
so funny,
dude, we could make this over the weekend with a phone,
Yeah,
and it would even look way better.
yeah, right, dude. Yeah, they were the best back then, but
Brandon DeCalmone, Chris Robb,
yeah,
they are Deco. You know, whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
Because he was one of the most creative dudes of that whole bunch.
There's a lot of. I mean, what's his name? Novak's like
Novak,
been doing books.
he's speaking,
And then,
I think he's got a podcast. Chris Rabb has a podcast.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I think it helps them with
it's
the
like the
book stuff, too.
bathroom or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they're legends.
Phew, and now that you've walked through these doors, though, like now it's two trolls.
Opens up my eyes to the possibilities.
Yes,
I'm like, dude, I gotta step it up.
You love trolling people. I love trolling people.
Yeah. I'm trying to do more like I'm trying to do some crazy shit though, like
You want to do
sauna,
stunt stuff?
I want to do both. I like it all, but I need more time, dude. It's like not enough time to do everything. I'm like, fuck. But
Well, we're gonna get this in play.
yeah,
We're gonna have you come join us
Fighter
on
jet
Memorial
thing.
Day.
That sounds
we're
crazy.
getting you set up to go down
do
and
that.
because you said you wanted to do a barrel roll in a plane.
Yeah,
and I
but-
said, well, I've got just the plane and just the pilot
yeah,
for
like
that.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to obviously get a little bit older, so it's like I need to start pushing myself as much as I can and do as many crazy things that I've wanted to do.
I agree.
So
I
I'm
think you
trying
should
to-
learn how to backflip a dirt bike.
Yeah, I thought about doing that. I just don't want to break my neck, but I think I could do it.
I think
maybe.
Travis could teach you.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he got me to do it.
Dude, he's a beast, dude. Like, I don't know how.
He's a pretty good teacher.
Yeah, he does all that shit.
You better watch out because he just built like the world's largest trampoline at his house,
Yeah,
and like you go like 80 feet in the air.
yeah. I don't even want to do that high on a trampoline. I'll be honest. That sounds fucked up. But yeah, I mean that the Robbie Madison guy too. He's
Oh
wild.
yeah, you're heading to California to go
Florida.
do a stunt.
Florida.
Oh,
yeah.
he's-
Well,
you're
I'm not doing shit. He's doing it
You're doing it in Florida.
in Florida. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think he's doing something there. That's why. So he was like, "You all be in Florida." I was like, "Perfect."
Robbie is an amazing guy. You're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, those guys are on another.
and
level.
you're gonna make a lifelong friend with him too. Like
I need friends, man.
he's one of the nicest people. Like that, him and his wife Amy and his kids, awesome. Like
That's where I think I saw that he followed me. I was like, this guy follows me. What the fuck? It's funny when like I see that. I'm
yeah,
like, these
it
guys-
is wild.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck's he following me for?
Evan called me the day that you sent him a message, and he's like, "Hey, do you know this guy?" And I go, "Yeah."
That's
He's like, "He just messaged me." I go, "What?" He was like, "He's coming here." I go, "Why?"
no. He said, he's like, yeah, if you want to, if you ever, I was like, I just said, I think I said like, love what you're doing, man. You guys are killing it. Like, I don't say that to a lot of people. Not that you give a fuck about what I say, but I don't really message people any praise that often. But I mean, I think anyone watching, they all know like you guys are just killing it. So I told that to Evan, and then he was like, yeah, if you ever want to come out, let me know. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll come whenever.
That's awesome.
So then I was like, yeah.
Well, yeah, because then I messaged you. I was like, I heard you want to do rad shit.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "What up?"
Yeah, always down, man. This is like, I don't know. I feel like, especially because you guys are in this circle of all these people, you know. I'm assuming like military.
Yeah,
and
we hang out
You're
in the
all wild as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I'm in this circle of. It's just like these guys.
What's up, guys?
It's like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck am I gonna do?
I
And then they're-
love that you.
but then they're mad at
you
me.
did the what's up.
No, then they're mad at me because I don't want to film. Like, I have no disrespect. Like, I don't care what anyone does. Like, whatever makes you happy, I just maybe don't want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
don't care what anyone does. I want everyone to be happy and do their own thing. But don't get mad at me when I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you mad at me? So, but yeah, I would like to, now that obviously we met. So
no, the same thing though. Is like
do more crazy shit.
As somebody that is out there creating wild shit, I watch it all day long. And when somebody's doing something cool, I tell them, like, because I want to, number one, like, validate from another film and content creator's perspective of saying, hey, what you're doing is rad.
Yeah.
Because when I hear that from people that are doing it, that makes me, it holds a lot of weight.
Yeah.
When someone else that does what I do says they appreciate what we're doing, then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm on the like,
no, yeah, same with me too. Like obviously, like I have people that message me and like, I mean, I have friends too that just make lame content, but they know they make lame content. You know what I mean? Like we can talk about how it's their job. They don't care. Like, but some people do care. But like, it's funny because some people are even like just way cooler off camera, but then they have to do this online persona.
Well, that's kind of I feel you,
so
because
it's all different.
That's kind of like why I've never really started a vlog, because I just don't feel like that's me.
Yeah.
Like I make really fucking weird skit-based fucking really weird shit.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Yeah, it's like that's what I like doing. Or like I like people that are passionate about the film process.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I have when you come out and see my place, I've got all the cinema cameras and all the lighting gear and things like that. And it's like, for me, what I think is fun is someone that gets excited. Like, because me and my buddy Jack Manaville one time, like 3 days before Halloween, it was just like 7 o'clock at night. It's like, let's make a like a little horror movie. I'm like, yeah, I light up, I get out all the lights, I get the cameras, and like on the spot, we write this like mini little horror movie. And like, that's fun.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And then I do a lot of music too. I got a music studio at my place, and the music stuff is fun, whether it's the funny stuff between me and Matt, where we're doing kind of the more comedy side of things, or I also am in a serious band that writes fucking really fun music.
Yeah, I have no music talent. It sucks.
We're going to have to find it then.
No, it doesn't exist. It's just long gone. Yeah, but yeah, shit's crazy.
Well, I mean, dude, thank you for coming out. And already the ideas that are getting thrown around here. You guys better be ready for the things that are in development.
Yeah,
now.
I definitely got a lot of inspiration coming here. I mean, I should have had like a setup like this like 4 years ago. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was kind of scared of like falling off and like money stopped coming in, so I kind of just bought a bunch of real estate in stock.
Yeah,
and like I was like, in case the shit ends, I'll like just rent all that stuff out, And I never really, I don't know why I didn't like reinvest specifically into this actual business of mine. So that's what I'm trying to do this year is like,
dude, and
put it back into that way.
Would love to help you out with that too, because that was just something that I kind of learned early on. I would spend a good portion of my money on all this gear that you see here, but I didn't feel guilty, because I always was like, no, this stuff will always continue my career.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was really fun.
Yeah, I bought Alex like a red and stuff, and I know I was like, yeah, we're gonna make the money back. But then like, I think organization is so important, and I feel like, well, I bought a warehouse and then the hurricane hit, so then now we're unorganized again. So I'm trying to fix that.
But hurricane,
but
man.
The warehouse at first was like, oh yeah, we're all organized. Yeah, let's go. And then that I'm trying to just fix that issue, because you guys got all these like whiteboards and shit, and like I'm like, damn, I need that, because I have so many ideas and I forget them, and I have like these note threads. You did the note thing.
Oh yeah.
But then you have
Same
like
thing.
You have 200 of them, and then you like forget, and you like
oh, no.
create a new note thing for something you already have. I'm like, dude, I'm done. Yeah.
Well, dude.
Funny.
It's been a pleasure having you
man.
on. Glad we'll definitely put some links in the description to some of these videos that are wild, and can't wait to see what we come up with.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Danny.
it.
That concludes today's training. Any questions? Woo! Drum titties, boy!